Innovation in Energy Hydrogen. My name is Krzysztof Lampert and I'd like to tell you a few words about hydrogen. I think everyone's heard that hydrogen is going to play an important role in our future economy. I will try to explain you why. At first, some basic information from the school. Hydrogen is actually the most common particle in the whole universe. It is also the most basic atom in the periodic table. It can be found in the upper left corner. The hydrogen atom contains only one proton and one electron. There are also two other isotopes of hydrogen, containing one or two neutrons in its nucleus. However, from the energy or chemical point of view, it is enough to remember that hydrogen means one proton and one electron only. Hydrogen is our old friend. It is known for centuries as a light gas, fuel or chemical agent. The first balloon filled with hydrogen went up to the skies in the late 18th century. Later on we discovered that the sun, the source of life on Earth, works mostly on hydrogen. On our way to the moon, we also used hydrogen as the fuel for the rockets. However, on the way of our development, we experienced also the destructive power of hydrogen. The Hindenburg airship catastrophe in 1930s, the Challenger spaceship explosion in 1986, and even the nuclear bomb based on hydrogen, which appears to be the most powerful weapon in the whole mankind history. It is all based on hydrogen. It means that we must be careful when we use hydrogen. Why it is so important for us? Hydrogen has lots of potential applications. Currently it is generated mostly from fossil fuels, mostly from natural gas. However, we have also learned that hydrogen may be relatively easily produced in the electrolysis process based on electricity. Currently, we are able to produce large amounts of electricity from zero-emission sources like renewables and also nuclear. On the other hand, hydrogen brings lots of possibilities in different areas of its utilization. We can use hydrogen for power generation, for transportation by means of different transport vessels like cars, buses, trains, even aviation and ships. It all can be made by hydrogen. Fuels. Synthetic fuels can be also produced with the share of hydrogen. Fertilizers, usually fertilizers based on ammonia, which is produced on hydrogen. Also many other chemicals are even today produced with the share of hydrogen. In the future, even our houses may be heated by hydrogen. Hydrogen appears to be a green fuel. It is considered to be the most environmentally friendly fuel in the future. Why is that so? There are two reasons. Hydrogen can be generated in the electrolysis process, which, as I said, can be powered by renewable energy sources. On the other hand, burning hydrogen, we obtain flue gas which contains only pure water, H2O. This means that this is really zero-emission fuel. This zero-emission fuel is even currently used in hydrogen fueling stations. In many countries, also in Europe, there are lots of hydrogen fueling stations, maybe not so many as the conventional gas stations, but more and more. Hydrogen-fueled buses are more and more visible in the EU cities. Maybe even in your city, If you look around, you could see the hydrogen-fueled bus. The next step, it will be probably the use of hydrogen as the fuel for cogeneration units in different scale, from small kilowatt scale in houses to the larger scale even for the heat and power production for the whole districts or residentials. There are several projects of clean hydrogen, mostly in the area of power-to-gas installations. It can be found that the global green hydrogen pipeline of large-scale projects has a combined capacity of nearly 260 gigawatts. Most of these projects are said to be located in Europe and Australia. Between December 2020 and August 2021, the scale of green hydrogen projects increased more than threefold. Here we can see one of the examples. This is the Tennessee project run by Tauron Group. This is our newest project in the power-to-gas area, located in south part of Poland. This project is based on fuel cells which produce green hydrogen and also further gives the clean gas for the production of clean fuels like natural gas. To run these projects, it is necessary to have a clean strategy. At the level of European Union, in July 2020, a hydrogen strategy for a climate-neutral Europe has been published. This strategy set the path towards the European hydrogen ecosystem step by step. In the first period, until 2024, it is considered to develop the first large-scale projects for hydrogen production, green hydrogen production. In the next period, until 2030, it is considered to implement the first hydrogen projects in almost every industry area, not only in energy, but also in steel mills, in chemicals and many, many others. Later on, after 2030, it is assumed that we will be able to use hydrogen in every industrial sector where it is possible on a large industrial scale. The EU strategy was implemented in the countries. As an example, the Polish hydrogen strategy until 2030 with an outlook until 2040 is an example. This Polish strategy has been published finally in November 2021. The strategy defines forward-looking vision of national hydrogen economy, indicating also main goals of hydrogen economy development in Poland and the direction of activities which need to be taken. The strategy indicates three key areas. These are industry, power generating and transport. It indicates also 6 specific goals to be achieved and 40 tasks. These tasks will enable us to become a society that really benefits from the hydrogen technologies. Thank you very much for your attention.